Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're coming in on this wet Thursday morning. How are you, Pat Malone?
I am dry. High and dry.
High and dry. Yeah, all the way to the bone dry. Yeah.
Some rain, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of rain. Yeah, a little bit of rain. But they're supposed to come last night, but it come this morning.
Yeah, it's a good thing because the forest has been pretty dry, and with the wind blowing, that's fire season.
Yeah. And it's funny how different people call stuff different things. Y'all call it a forest, and we call it the woods. Is there a difference?
I don't think so.
Forest
and the woods are the same thing.
Of course, you have rich people call it the wilderness.
Wilderness, yeah. Of course, Pat Malone can't see the forest for the trees are all in the way. Daggone them trees! I can't see the forest for the trees.
And then you got Mike Whittemore. He's listening to us. He just tears it all down, man. Doesn't matter what it is. He'll knock any tree down.
There you go. Yep.
So we're 2 minutes into the show, and you're attacking me already.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It must be Thursday, or maybe it's Friday, or Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'm not sure.
Welcome to the show, Pat. Hey, y'all had that insurance guy on, man. I think they ought to just not make it mandatory that you have to have insurance. That'd make it come down. If nobody has to have insurance. You're not required to have insurance. That would help.
That'd be good. I'd love that.
Wouldn't you think that'd help?
Yeah, it would help you until the first time you got in an accident.
Well, insurance don't never cover it anyway. It's like, well, we don't cover this and we don't cover that. And you got a $5,000 deductible and the wreck was $200.
Why do you buy it?
What?
Why do you buy it?
Because you got to.
Who's holding a gun to your head?
The federal government. The Georgia.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not? Because I can drive without insurance?
Yeah, you can. Yes.
But what happens when the cops pull me over and I don't have insurance?
That's another story, but no one's forcing you to have insurance.
But you can't. Okay, Pat, slow me down a little bit and explain to me how I don't have to have insurance to drive my vehicle on the road.
Well, Stephen, do you the sign on the road says speed limit 35.
Right.
Do you have to drive that?
Yes.
So you can't go any slower or any faster.
You can go slower, but if you go faster, you get a ticket. They write you a ticket.
But do you have to drive slower than 35 or slower?
I don't, but I know some people that do drive 35 in a 55 in the left-hand lane.
Therein lies my point. You don't have to buy insurance. You don't have to obey the laws of the land.
Y'all heard it first.
Yeah, you do, because you have to pay for your insurance for the car that's getting you to work so you can go to work and you can make money.
You don't have to.
Hang on, so you can pay your property taxes, or else they come and take your property away and make you homeless.
Yeah.
That's why. Pat.
Yeah.
We were just, Packy.
You don't have to have insurance, folks. If you get pulled over, tell them, Pat Malone. Pat Malone said, you don't got to have insurance.
You don't. Just don't complain about the consequences if you don't have insurance and you get caught.
So you do have to have insurance. As Rebel Boy says, you get pulled over without insurance, your butt goes to jail.
It is interesting, though. They make you have it, and then they raise the rates on you, and they decide what you pay for the thing that they're making you buy.
Yeah.
They're deciding the price.
How can you how can you drive without insurance like Rebel Boy just said?
You can't.
He just said you could, because if you do, then you get pulled over, you get sent to jail.
I don't know why I'm arguing this. I ain't got insurance on nothing I own, so but
you just switch the tags.
Swap the tags around. I got one car insured, and I just swap the tags around.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Well, no, Pat, you know good and well you have to have insurance. I mean, there's no doubt. But if you wasn't required to have insurance, a lot of folks would cancel it. Would you not think? I would. I was like, I don't need no insurance.
Why don't you just have like liability? Isn't that the only thing you have to have?
Yeah, but they rack you on that
too.
Do
they make anything else?
I mean, yeah, they make the other side collision.
Yeah. Well, you have to have, if you finance a car, you have to have full coverage. But I go back to the fact that if they're going to make it mandatory have insurance, then you already just have your driver's license insured, liability insurance on your driver's license, And then that would save thousands of dollars, because people like me that's got more than one car would just have one car insured with liability if that's all they want. And any car they get in while you're driving it with your driver's license that's insured with liability insurance would be covered. Therefore, if I borrowed Packy's Prius out there, what is that thing you drive? Harry's Prius.
Oh, I'm cooler than him, man. I got a Corolla.
A Corolla.
With
Packy's
Corolla. With a roof rack on it, man. I'm cool.
And I'm driving. It'd be covered through my insurance, not his. See what I'm saying? Does that not make good sense to you?
You know, it almost is starting to make sense to me.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I think didn't we talk to Mark? We talked to Mark Moore about that one time, didn't he? But he was like, yeah, that actually would work. Remember we were talking to Mark about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then you wouldn't have to have all the cars insured. It's like a dealers, you know, used car dealers, they get a dealer plate. Any plate that car is on is covered through their garage liability insurance. So they don't have to have every car on the lot insured, just the one that's got the tag on it. Same thing when you drive.
It's like you're running a used car lot there at the house, aren't you?
Well, I do deal with a lot of junk cars. I do like cars. You got a problem with that, Pat? Huh?
No, I didn't say.
How many bottles of Jameson do you have? How many bottles of Jameson do you have?
Say junk cars. I said used cars.
Used cars. Very, very, very
Why
used
don't
cars.
you go and get yourself a license?
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
You talk to me, I'll solve your problems for you.
I know that's right. You don't have to have insurance. Yeah, you're good to go with that. Golly.
You can get around it. Get a dealer plate.
Mark Moore says, should I hire Steven? He just texted me that.
Yes, give me a job. Give me a job. I don't know. Doge might fire me after the first week. I really don't need the job. I just need the paycheck, so you can just mail me that on Fridays. I don't even have to show up. How about that? Ain't that the rule? Ain't that the way people are today? Oh,
one of the leeches of society. I don't want to work, but I want the money.
Yeah, send me a check. Send me a check. Yeah. Hey, I've showed up. A lot of folks think that's all you got to do is just show up. I ain't calling no names, Packy, but anyway.
Rebel Boy says he's got 7 cars with liability insurance too, Steve.
No, he's got 7 cars named Steve.
That
7 cars, Steve.
Yeah. You know, used to liability insurance wasn't but a couple $100 a year, but now it's like $800 or $900. How much you pay on them things, Rebel Boy? I'd like to know how that works. But yeah, the insurance is going up. But I guess you got to have it.
You can only drive one at a time.
What?
You can only drive one at a time.
I like to change my cars like I do my shoes, man. I like to drive something different. Like last night, I drove a Dodge truck to church.
The liability insurance goes up because of drivers like you, Steven.
No. I ain't never had no wrecks. I've had a lot of speeding tickets over the years and stuff like that.
That's one of the things that, you know.
And I've caused a lot of wrecks, but I wasn't involved in them.
Do you do hard braking?
So then hard braking, I don't even brake, man.
Do you do rapid acceleration?
I do rapid acceleration.
Are you saying
you
need
have
one
of those monitors on?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Do you have that State Farm Drive Safe and Save little tracker?
I used to, but I unplugged it.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, that's what happened. We have to pay for drivers like Harry Vaughn that can't drive.
Yeah, but he can't hurt anybody because he can't get any faster than like 20.
Yeah, I know that, but he's on the sidewalk and everything else. You know how that is.
Nick Artis, Packy, please pot up.
Pot up.
Wait, read the rest of that. Pat's feed.
Pot up.
I got him cranked. Pat, you are cranked.
I got it all the way cranked here too. I don't know what the problem is this morning.
We got to get to a break, but I would like
to break. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect.
I would like to say that Packy pots up every morning before he gets here, so
That's
don't
why
worry.
I read it like that.
Packy up.
Pot up. Pat's feed.
He's potted up, trust me. Yeah, that's what keeps him going and going and going. Yeah. Anyway, hey, we got to get to a break, folks. We'll be back here in a minute. We appreciate it.
You're like a teenager, Pat.
I know.
You're like a teenager. Kaler says, used to Pat Maloney's face only made me aggravated. Now his endless arguing on every scenario is annoying. He's like that know-it-all teenager, knows everything.
He does know everything. He knows it all.
I know what I know.
What I know.
I know.
All right, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. We got, hey, my sister would be a match. I don't know what he's talking about.
He and my sister would be a match made in hell. That's like,
I know, but who was he?
Pat, because he's arguing with everything.
Oh.
Your sister must be very smart.
Yeah, I love your face, Pat. You're beautiful, man. Yeah, yo, Groucho. Man, I'm gonna tell you, the Towns County is famous again. Man, we're on every tabloid in the country, and Bell Mountain is more famous now than the highest mountain in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, and people don't know the difference between Towns County and Hiawassee.
Well, they ain't from around here, Pat.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We got all kinds of speculations going on. Of course, everybody always sends me this stuff, but we had the firefighter that took the picture of the boys while they were deceased and then shared it. I reckon they put him in jail. Now, all these people out here saying, "Oh, I bet he's the one that did it." He's the one. Y'all, you been picking up on all that?
Yeah.
Golly.
Social media is like gossip anymore.
I don't know. I mean, I totally agree with you. I just think that sometimes being a little bit these government agencies that hide stuff and they don't like just say what's going on. Maybe not in this case, but I feel like sometimes they fuel the conspiracies. Does that make sense? Like,
I think they have fueled it because I think the GBI, and the way I understand it is once the bodies was discovered, they immediately called the GBI in to do the investigation, which I think is probably what I would have done.
Right.
But I think the GBI should come out and make some kind of a statement or something.
That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like if they kind of were just a little bit more transparent, people would stop. Like it would cease the rumors, don't you think, Pat? I mean, if they would be more transparent.
If they're investigating and they got another line that goes foul play someplace, they're not going to release that information and screw up their investigation.
Well,
I mean, how would it screw it up though? I don't understand.
Every time anything happens, immediately the law they're on TV. Oh, we've got this, and we're trying to investigate that. I mean, it's immediate. It's immediate. They don't wait.
Who's never on TV.
The cops or whoever's investigating, they're all standing out there with their badges.
Come on, for God's sake! Your generalizations are way off the planet.
I'm not either. I mean, it's like, when Trump assassination or tried to kill anything that goes on there,
we still don't know anything about that guy who tried to shout Trump.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
But they did make a press statement.
Thank you.
Well, at least they could get out and say, "Yeah, we're investigating this. We believe that it is."
They already made that statement. This happened 2 weekends ago, didn't it?
There is so much more to
and
that,
it's getting bigger.
That we don't even want to talk about. That's just information that hasn't really been released. That like I said, we can't even really talk about it. But
okay, how could we possibly talk about it if it's information that has not been released?
Well,
how do we know? How do we know there's information that has not been released if we can't talk about it?
You just told me that they ain't gonna release anything because they're investigating. You're the one who told us that.
That's not information.
Oh, that's not. What is that?
That's just the simple statement of fact. They said no more. The investigation is ongoing. No more releases until we know more.
Well, I understand that they actually got the bodies. They went to the crime investigation. What's it called? Where they send the bodies down and yeah. And they hadn't. I reckon they got the information. They hadn't released it yet, or have not got it, or soon to get it, or something like that. So
we're waiting for the toxicology reports.
Yeah, see if they've got all that. So I don't know, but I know one thing. Every time you turn around, they're talking about how Hiawassee and they're racist and what do they call the run by the good old boys? The good old boys. I've heard that. I'm sick of the good old boys.
The good old boys have run a lot of different things around the world. Haven't they?
Golly, I'd like to know them. Wouldn't you?
I just like to be one of the good old boys' friends.
The good old boys that I know, they're too busy trying to keep their junk cars running where they can make it back and forth to work, man.
Yeah. They don't have time for nonsense. They're trying to work, right?
Yeah. Golly. And then we had the volunteer firefighter took the picture and shared it on social media, man. I don't know. I think it was a misdemeanor, but there's a lot big.
This was a misdemeanor. You got the story about the other firefighter who filed phony retirement papers.
I don't know what the scoop is on that. I've heard accusations and angles, but what do you know? Anything?
He's in jail.
He didn't share it on social media. That's not what happened. Like it even says in a lot of the news things, like it's unclear, I think, how he shared that picture.
Oh, you're talking about the picture.
We got to make sure we get that right.
I don't know the detail. I actually know the guy that did it. I know the and I like him. I mean, he's a good old boy. I mean, okay, there he is, the good old boy.
That's one of them. Well, ask him what's going on.
He is. I mean, he really is. He's a nice guy. He really is. And I've known him for a long time. But I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know why he took the picture. I ain't defending what he did. I think it's crazy why you'd want something like that. But I do believe this, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. I bet he ain't the only one who took a picture. Boy, you don't bet about that.
Well, I think they would take pictures of a crime scene like that, and he probably was.
But ain't like
it would have been okay if he had just taken the picture. If that was what he was supposed to do to preserve the scene. I think he got in trouble when he shared it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, is this a?
Would you repeat that again?
Do you think this is? I mean, is this a?
No,
I guess,
no, Stephen.
He wants the "you're right" part, Stephen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just say that again.
Hey, look, I'm a grown up here. I can admit when somebody else is right. I'm not like you. I don't always have to be right. I mean, Okay, but now that other boy that got
right.
The other boy
got right most of the time.
Yeah, I don't know how big a deal this is. I mean, if it's a misdemeanor, I don't think that. What is a misdemeanor? That's like a fine, or I mean, you look jail time, something like that.
There's no jail time.
But the problem with this is all the people on social media, and there's podcasts everywhere saying, "Oh, I bet he was involved because he took a picture on this." And then every time you turn around, you hear something else about that. I'll assure you, I don't believe he had anything to do with it because I kind of know the guy. But yeah, he's a nice guy. But now the other boy that's in I guess he's in jail now that's a federal offense that he got, was it not?
Yeah, he is some computer forgery was the felony. I don't know that it's a federal offense, but it's a felony.
What was that? What is that case about though? Related to this case?
No.
Something about the fireman's retirement fund, and him manipulating his information to get, I guess, retirement money when he wasn't actually retired. I don't know any more of the details because it was very vague.
Okay, so these are okay. He was a full-time firefighter, I guess. He
was another volunteer.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm totally confused here. Retirement for volunteer firefighters get retirement?
I think they pay into the retirement fund.
Oh, okay. So I knew they were volunteer. When you volunteer, I didn't get paid for nothing. I just want to check into that and see how I get some.
They get paid. They're volunteers, but my understanding in Towns County, they get paid when they respond.
Oh, that wouldn't be a volunteer then. That'd be an employee, right?
They're not employees because they don't get paid if they don't respond.
So go back to what I was saying a minute ago. Like when they don't release information, though, I think it fuels conspiracies. Would you agree with that, Pat?
Yeah.
And I understand. Like Josh Lowe just said, the police cannot release information on ongoing investigation. Like I get that. But take the JFK thing, which is obviously totally side road. But all these documents that they just released, there's 80,000 pages of documents, right? And then everybody's coming out and saying, well, there's a big nothing there, right? It's kind of like the general thing.
Yeah.
Right? So why'd you hold it? Why didn't you release it? So you could have just released it if there's nothing there, but now you have. I'm just speaking.
I think one of the reasons, Packy, might be that 60 years have passed since then. It might have been sensitive information back in the 60s.
But what? I mean, then what was sensitive back then? That
we got
no.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever had been redacted or whatever caused the. I mean, they're supposed to err on the side of caution with documents like that. So there could have been a lot of things that somebody thought could be sensitive.
Yeah, they do that a lot. They redact all that stuff and they put it into.
And the killer was redacted.
That's the reason. That's the reason that so many documents are held for so many years and then released.
Yeah, they don't want you to see it.
There's a limitation on that.
That's the way they keep it from you.
I haven't seen anything in those that would have been like, oh, if we had done it 10 years ago, that it would have made any difference. Obviously, I haven't read 80,000 pages. Now you have, Pat.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday, you said there's nothing in there. You've already read 80,000 pages. So
I was only saying what I read, and you just verified that everybody's saying there's nothing new here.
Well, I'm just, and I don't really know anything about it. All I've read is just the mainstream thing saying, well, there's nothing really in there. Well, then why'd you hold it? And then it fueled the conspiracies,
right?
For 60 years,
And a lot of that going on.
I think more transparency from government agencies would lead to less conspiracy theories.
Hey, Jay Bailey, 90% of the time there's always a cover up. 90%. I can go with that. You're 100% correct.
Yeah.
I can go with that too.
It always bothers me when people are that precise.
Oh. What? I'll take Pat's info.
Bob
that's your buddy. Yeah.
That's my dad. You know that, right?
He don't that's your D-A-D-D-Y. That's what he is. You D-A-D-D-Y. Yeah. Yeah. So what did he say? Bob. What is Babylon B in the what? Is he making fun of cat turd packing?
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yes, he's making fun of you.
How can we delete that?
We're gonna get back into reading a cat turd tweet every day. We need to get back into
we need to do that, no doubt.
Will that be the joke part of this story of this show?
We haven't checked in on old cat turd in a while.
Yeah, he's doing good though. I keep up with him all the time.
Here's cat turd. Cat turd 28 minutes ago. The funny thing about all these Democrats damaging Teslas is that they're all going to be felons and they'll never be able to vote again for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Pat?
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Oh, agreeing with cat turds, huh?
There you go.
And I think cat turd did not go far enough. The really funny thing to me is all these liberals are the ones that bought the Teslas in the first place.
I would like to say something out there to all you morons that are doing all this damage to these Teslas because y'all are so smart and you're protesting and you're tearing up private property. These Teslas have a security system with 9 cameras. 9 cameras. So
did you see the pictures of the people they caught on those cameras?
I mean, they're all over. We got one
right at the camera, for God's sake.
9 cameras. You don't do that when there's cameras. Okay, 9 cameras are recording you doing this, and so it's like, okay, it's right there. They even had one guy. I'm not kidding you, and this is on social media. Some dude goes up and he puts his hand behind in his britches, okay, and you know what he's digging for, and takes it and he wipes it on the Tesla charging station.
Does he just keep that on him all the time? Like, how is it so readily available to him? I don't understand.
Did you see it?
Is it just always there? I don't,
just
so happen to have this.
I mean, come on, man. This is crazy. And these, and they don't even know what are they mad about? Because Elon's cutting the budget on all the
saving people from space,
billions of dollars.
Trump's closing the border and sending drug dealers home, and they're
mad about that.
Burning cars.
We're mad about that.
They're mad because he's cutting off their sources of income.
Yeah, they're mad about. I'm mad about that. I'm gonna tear up a Tesla. I'm gonna tell you that is just. That is so wrong in every way.
Just stop telling them there's cameras, though, man. Just let them.
They ain't gonna listen. They ain't gonna listen. I mean, it's like Pat Malone. You tell him 100 times, and they don't listen. They don't listen. Yeah, don't confuse me with the facts. I got my mind made up.
Though, like, you have who is it, Chuck Schumer, and all these people like cheering that Tesla, telling people to dump Tesla stock. Have you seen that, Pat?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to hurt Elon Musk, dude.
I
mean, what if he loses, $10 billion? Well, it's not going to make any difference. Like, it really, that's like a rounding error. That's chump change to somebody.
Yeah, what's his actual worth? It's like 140
billion. I don't even know. At that point, does it even really matter? I mean,
probably not.
But anyway, but I mean, the people that really hurts is the people with the 401ks and the people who, work for Tesla and which is the people that they claim to be so for, like the working class people. And you know what I mean?
Well, it's like having a protest and burning down your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same stupidity as the BLM protest.
Well, I'm gonna tell you though, this is a different ballgame on this though, because they ain't gonna put up with that. I reckon I seen a thing where they said, "Hey, we're fixing to jack you up." Where's it at?
Is that what they said? Is say we're fitting to jack you up?
This was transparency at its best. We're fixing to jack you up.
That almost sounds like a Tom Homan quote, though. Really, like
I can see Trump saying that. Yeah,
I can see Tom Homan saying that.
Pam Bonnie, we are coming after you. And we're going to drop the hammer on those targeting Elon Musk and Tesla owners. So you better look out. and you better stop it. You better watch out. You better not pout.
Yeah, isn't Santa Claus coming tonight? Huh?
Sam's coming tonight, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming to your neighborhood.
You got to like that guy, man. You got to like him. I mean, he's the kind of guy I like to hang around with. You know what I'm saying? You just fire him up and let him go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like him or not like him?
I like him. He'd be a perfect sidekick for you because you like to stir it, but you like somebody else to get stirred. You don't want to be the one being stirred.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you.
That sounded like a Kamala Harris quote there, did it not?
No, you're the guy that goes in the bar. You're the guy that goes in the bar. Well, you don't go in the bar. You're the guy that goes to the buffet, picks out the biggest dude in line at the buffet, and cuts in front of him. Okay, and then when the fight starts, you're outside.
No, I normally go up with the biggest dude at the buffet because he's taking so long and tell him that some guy behind him called him some kind of name. And
there
then
you go. See, that's classic.
And then the buffet is all mine. It's all mine. This is all.
You are the stirrer.
You got the volume up this time,
There you
Pat.
go.
I don't know what you done, but we got her now.
Rebel boy. Hey, Packy. Pat's mic sounds like poop.
That's because
it's $40.
What goes in, what comes out. We can't help.
Hey, this mic came from one of those yard sales that Packy goes to.
Hey, what are you doing different this morning, man? What's wrong with your mic?
I don't know. Is it still bad?
No, it's really good now. Yeah, it's really good there.
Okay. Do you know I need to repeat everything you missed in the first half?
No, we don't want that.
I'll paraphrase. Orange man bad. Orange man bad.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm supposed to say. I said my 100 times. Orange man's good. No matter what.
Charles Blanchard. Hey, good morning, Charles. That's a new one that's listening to us on our stream.
Yeah, where you calling in from? Can't hear Pat. That's a good thing, Charles. That's a good thing because what he says.
Our show is improved.
Oh well, we got to get. Can we? Is it time to take a break? I can't keep up. How many more we got?
2.
Oh man.
Hey, why don't we give away something to our?
Hey, where's my?
They're right. Oh. What do you know? Oh, the gift certificates?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what could have happened to those things. Funny you mentioned that. I didn't use them or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll give some away.
They're at $25?
It's a gift certificate to Southern Cafe over in Hayesville. I'll get it. Give us a question, Pat.
The question is, the Statue of Liberty holds a torch in her right hand and a tablet in her left hand. What's inscribed on the tablet?
Oh, okay. All right. Give us a call, 706-379-9770. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on the other side. All righty. We're back with you. We have got a gift certificate to Southern Cafe over in Hayesville, North Carolina, and that is a buffet. Man, they got a big, nice salad bar. Love the salad bar. Believe it or not, I eat salad, and not to mention breakfast and lunch. So all you got to do is answer this question. What's the question?
Statue of Liberty holds.
Oh, come on. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Come on.
Packy, can you turn his mic up?
Hey, okay, we got Frank on there.
All right, what's the question?
Any better?
What?
How's that?
Statue of Liberty holds a torch in her right hand and a tablet in her left hand. What is inscribed on the tablet?
Frank, what's the answer?
July 4th, 1776.
In what?
In Latin.
Roman numerals. Good for you, Frank. You're a winner.
Latin? Ain't nobody reads Latin anymore.
Oh, they used to beat us into it, man. They used to beat us into it.
Oh, you went to Catholic school, didn't you?
Yeah, one of them good ones. I can read and write and cipher 2 numbers at a time.
Oh, we can cipher. I'm all about ciphering. Yeah, I'm
right.
way on
That's
that.
why I fit in.
Yeah. You go to church with
guys
Packy?
are doing all right today.
Yeah.
Right herd on Pat there, buddy.
Yeah, do you go to church with Packy?
You know, he doesn't have a hat on or a name tag that says Packy, but who knows? I might.
Well, he's the one that sits in the confessional for so long.
I'm the one that's late every time.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you, Packy.
Right. So what time do you go to church? It starts at 8. Well, I go to 8:15.
Yeah, there you go. The important part's later on anyway, right?
Hey, swing by. Yeah, the important part when they hand the wine out. That's all y'all go for.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't late for that.
I'm here for the wine. Thanks for calling, buddy. But hey,
right.
Steven's got that gift certificate up here for you. You better hurry before he uses it. So
It'll go to a good cause then. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yep, you're gonna enjoy it. So anyway, oh Lord of mercy, I reckon Trump's in trouble, man. We talking about all this religion and stuff going on. He actually had a whole bunch of preachers and folks come up there and pray in the Oval Office. So I guess all them liberals are gonna be mad about that. Pat, don't
waiting for something, Stephen? What's the deal? That was
They
probably
singing-
the most pregnant pause I've ever heard.
They were singing old church hymns. Do y'all sing church hymns in your church?
Do we sing hymns in church? Yes.
No, I'm talking about the good old church hymns, you know, like "Shall we gather at the river, the beautiful."
We sing it a lot better than that. Yeah.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool, though. No kidding that they did that. And I think he had all kinds of them in there. So what are we going to do?
Well, he's not the
Not
first
covered by all of
president that people have prayed for, is he?
Do what now?
He's not the first president that has had people praying for him.
Yeah, but you know, like Biden, everybody's praying his
Well, he prayed for different things, Stephen.
played his bicycle chain would break. You know what I'm saying?
Different outcomes, buddy.
Oh Lord. I've got all kinds of texts, man. Everybody's talking about the Department of Education. I reckon Trump is going to sign, or already has. Has he signed it yet? The executive order eliminating the Department of Justice. I know they're getting geared up for that.
It's an executive order to eliminate the Department of Education, not Justice.
I mean, Department, either one. I take both of them. I don't care. Have they done that yet?
He's supposed to sign it today.
Oh man, that's gonna be great. So what are we gonna do now? We ain't gonna be able to go to school no more or nothing, are we?
You figure is Andrew Clyde going to call us tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah, he's supposed to.
We can ask him about that because he cannot do that by just executive order. He's going to need the House to pass that. And I'm wondering if you think the House has got the stomach to do that.
Why would they not have it? That's what the people want.
Well, we'll see.
And it's I'm gonna say Republicans, but I know that we got some rhinos in there, but are they not the leader of the House? Do they not have more?
Yeah,
I mean,
like 8 or 10 or something difference.
So how can it not pass?
I'm just saying. You know, government doesn't like bureaucracy doesn't like to be reduced.
You know, I'll tell you on this education stuff, and I'll do the best I can with education. I really think that I think they ought to separate the girls and the boys on the education in the classrooms, because we all know that girls learn different than boys. I think they should be taught different. What do you think about that?
They learn faster than boys.
So what? No, it ain't just that. I think boys, their brain is wired different than women, except for them transgenders. I don't know how they're wired.
Yeah,
but
their brain is connected to different parts of their body.
I think the boys are more hands-on learning than they are book sense learning. Does that make sense?
A lot of boys are.
Yeah, and I
think as many girls are experiential learners too.
Right.
So I don't think yes, there's learning differences. Every kid learns different, but there is some justification for having, at least in the early grades, all boys and all girls classes.
I think so. And I don't think if you get out of the third grade, you should be able to read, write. And my grandmother always said, reading, writing, and arithmetic. That ought to be something that you have under your belt by the time you get out of third grade.
Yeah, you ought to have some level of competency in basic math and basic reading.
Yeah, and she said if they don't know that, you can't teach them nothing if they don't know that.
Well, they don't teach the writing part anymore.
No, cursive is the thing of the past. I think it's coming back a little bit though, ain't it?
Cursive was not so much the fact that you could write cursive, but was the discipline to learn how to do that.
Right.
That was the value of cursive, not pretty writing.
Well, now I know there's some folks got I like cursive because, like, when I took a test, I could just put, because I didn't know the answer, and I just scribble something in there, and they put an X on it. I was like, well, I put that. That's what I put. You can not read it.
Yeah. That didn't work for you, did it?
Most of the time it did. Yeah, you can't argue that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think my teachers just passed me to get me on through. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I wish we could pass you. You're like the worst kidney stone ever.
Oh, Lord mercy. Oh, well. We have another break. We got to take another break. I was asking where the gift certificate went because I couldn't find it here on the table. Packy's freaking out. He thought I was wanting that It's Perfectly Normal book. He's got it in there in his office. He goes sneaking it back in there like I didn't see him.
Read a chapter every day, man. I learn a lot.
So do we need another question?
Yeah. What we going to give away, Packy?
Well, today's brought to you this final
S&S, no, it's Logan Turnpike Mill.
You go ahead.
Logan Turnpike Mill, one of my favorite places. And listen, y'all, this place is worldwide. So if you need something, a gift for somebody anywhere, all you got to do is contact them on their website. They will box it up and drop ship it from their location to wherever you want to go. And I guarantee when it gets there, they'll be excited and happy. And
unless your name's Bill Clinton, you're not allowed to order.
Yeah.
If your name's Bill Clinton.
Yep. So anyway, all right, we're gonna take a quick break, folks. And you got a question?
I got a question. This is Monument Trivia Day.
Okay.
So the question is, which iconic monument grows taller in the summer?
Which monument grows taller in the summer? Give us a call. I don't even know that. All righty, we're back with you. Who we got, Packy?
We have got Barbara Burnett.
Hey, Barbara, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Well, that ain't no good. It's a beautiful day outside. You work?
No, I'm retired.
Oh, okay. Must be nice. How's it feel to get up in the morning and not have to do anything?
Well, you take it one day at a time. It gets old.
Oh, does it? Well, come on, hang out with us.
Sounds good to me.
There you go. So what is it? I don't even remember what the question was. What is it?
What iconic monument grows taller in the summers?
Eiffel Tower.
You are correct. Congratulations.
The Eiffel Tower grows taller?
Due to thermal expansion. It's made out of iron, and the iron, like many metals, expands when it gets warmer.
Yeah, it does. Yep. Well, you have one. Have you ever been over to Logan Turnpike Mill, girl?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I love that place.
What's your favorite thing to get there?
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
I figure it'd be grits. Gotta go with grits. All right, girl. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
Barbara, I sent your name over to Cecilia, the owner of Logan Turnpike Mill. You just go there and just enjoy your shopping spree.
There you go.
Thank you.
Common Core was a ruination of our educational system. Ruination. I don't even know what Common Core was. I don't remember what we had. I think we had, back when we went in, you pronounce the words, we like, sound them out, they'd say. Sound them out.
Phonics.
Phonics.
Phonics. What are you laughing at over there, Pat? You don't like that?
What'd they have when you was there, man?
I like the word ruination.
Ruination. What?
Ruination.
Ruined.
Yeah, ruined.
It ruined us.
Ruination.
Oh, well. What'd they have back in your day, Pat? I guess they didn't have the alphabets back then. Is y'all the ones that lined the alphabets up in order?
We all had little chalkboards that we wrote our answers on because there was no paper invented back then yet.
Yeah. Well,
pencils were yet to be released.
I mean, I reckon the Grand Ole Opry is celebrating 100 years of country music. They're all excited about this. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. Now, I've been listening. We was up shop yesterday working on some of my junk trucks up there. And Mike had some kind of country music playing. And I asked him, I said, is that country music? He said, yeah, that's country. It's not. It's rap. I don't think they're made their 100 years yet. They might have been open for 100 years, but they ain't had 100 years of country music. Have you listened to the new country music? They call it?
I don't think the Grand Ole Opry does rap.
Oh, yeah, man. They do that.
That's called bro country.
Bro country, yeah.
Or AKA hick hop.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm like, this ain't even, I mean, it ain't even, you know, and I remember back when Bob Seger started being played on country stations, and I could deal with that because I like Bob Seger because it's kind of considered country now. Back in the day, he was a rock and roller. But
Bob Seger is country?
Well, nowadays he is, yeah.
Nah, come on. That can't
He's
be.
more country probably than some of the new country.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Who's your favorite musician, Pat?
Seeger's right there, and the Eagles are right there.
Yeah.
The Eagles country.
Yes, Eagles are country. That's country music now.
More country than the country that's on there now.
Yeah.
So what makes it country, though? I guess that's the question.
We got to have a steel guitar.
Is that it, or is
That's
that,
it?
I thought a banjo, but
No. That's bluegrass.
Okay.
Bluegrass for the banjo. Steel guitar for country music.
What about a violin or a fiddle? What's the difference, Stephen? Tell us.
Violin is got strings, and a fiddle's got strings. So, is it done?
It's done.
Oh well, I reckon we've done all the damage we can do. Andrew Clyde is supposed to call tomorrow. Hey,
Yes.
do we have what's his face called last Friday? Did he call in?
Bo Hatchet? No, he did not.
Yeah, he did, Pat. We were there with Rob.
Oh, I wasn't here. Okay.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah,
Misinformation. Misinformation.
Stop misleading the public.
Yeah, Pat. Yeah, Pat. Smile every now and then, son.
I'm happy.
Hey, we'll see y'all in the morning.